missed you all the time. I am here. What is up? I am ready to do some cross stitching and just like catch up and like hear about like your life and like what's going on. So, whoa, you're like really far on yours. You got started without me? Well, yeah, I was a little late, but like a few hours. Well, I guess I thought that like when we said 7, like that meant like that's when I'd kind of like get going, you know, like kind of like it's like I'm taking a nap and then I wake up, and then I get ready, and I kind of thought you knew that, and then well, like it takes a while to get all of this together. Plus, I stopped and I got you this candle from Mookie's, that cafe. Yeah, it smells so good. Smell it. Smell. It's like coffee-y and delicious. Yeah, it's used because I stole it off the counter, but oh, it's so good. Should I light it up? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm so excited to be here. I'm gonna just put that down. It looks like, oh, you left it all out for me. That was so great. Okay. So let me just get tucked in. And you gave me 2 to choose from. Which one are you doing? It's like a butterfly or something. Okay. Here's this false one with the like pretty leaves and stuff. That is really cute. Yeah, do you see the leaves? I really get it. And I love foxes. You know, I'm foxes. Oh. But this little house is adorable, and it's like light blues and stuff. I think I simply must. Okay, do you mind if I just toss that? Yeah, cool. So, well, I get started. Like, what is up? What's the haps? New things going on. Oh, you told me about that. Yeah. Cool. Have you ever done this before? Well, you're doing it right now, and very well, might I add. Okay. So it's like on the back is like the different kinds of stitches, and then this okay, and then this is that's like a good amount of colors. I feel like that's like an easy start, and then this thing, and then I just pop it into the hole, and then it's good to go. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, well, that's so exciting about like your life and stuff and junk. Sorry, I like totally zoned out. Your mom's cool. Yeah, your mom is cool. Yeah. Then that's not what we were talking about. Sorry, I'm just like, this is hard. Can you like walk me? Okay, I put it through. Wow, this is a lot. Okay. Oh, and your job? Yeah, your job is a job. Knew that. And everyone hates working, right? Yeah, everyone hates working. That's like honestly never been more true. You know, the like Kim Kardashian, like, get up and work. Nobody wants to work anymore. Yeah. Well, I kind of thought she was like such oh my gosh. Can you help me, please? Please, no. I'm not weaponized incompetencing you. I'm literally just actively incompetent. And that should not be seen as a crime. Okay? Some of us are just good at doing stuff, like you, and some of us are good at finding people who are good at doing stuff and pointing their energy in the right place. Oh, I got it. I think. And it's a twist. Like a beer bottle. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Okay. Let me just screw this on. And then we are diving in to a yappy, gabby time. Right? That was not cringe. No, it wasn't. It was cool. I'm cool. Like, everyone says that. My therapist says it. My hypnotherapist, my mom, your mom, that counselor that they made us go to in middle school when we were having all those fights. Yeah. They all think it's been a common pattern that everyone thinks I'm really cool. See? And I did it all by myself, so I didn't even need you. Okay. What was I doing? I was talking about Kim. Well, wait, let me. Can I figure this out, please? Color 1 is the light blue. And then I just find something that says it's color number 1. Long and short, 3 strands, a house. Okay, and I have to, so when it says 3 strands, there's like 6, is it like 3 of the thick one? No. Okay, it's like, okay, I like split. I mean, I thought you had rolled out the red carpet for me, but there's a lot of setup to get in here. Okay. Now, I'm not whining. Thank you for buying me this kit, because I said I wanted to learn how to embroider, and then setting up this night for me, and sending a calendar invite, and setting my alarm last night for me, and sending me a reminder, and calling me, and ordering an Uber for me. Even though I did miss that Uber, so you're gonna get a charge. Yeah, I just like got it. I kind of got a ride, you know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who drove me. Okay, yes, it was my neighbor with the eye patch, who I have been like on and off again with, but it was like a friend's ride, and I don't think they expect anything from me, so it's like fine. Like it was like, oh my god, I love you so much, thank you for driving me as friends. And like, I know, yeah, they thought like we were in like a serious thing, but like we obviously aren't. And like, just because like they still drive me places, and then also like we got dinner on the way here, and also their mom's in town, so like we kind of hung out, and like that was like part of it. Like we got dinner with the mom, and then like kind of were like talking about like, oh, like the mom was like, you guys would make such cute babies, and like maybe like if you want to do that. And I was like, I don't know, we haven't really talked about it, like it's not in the cards, but yeah, I don't think I'm leading them on at all. And they are gonna pick me up, and even though we live in the same apartment complex, I'll probably sleep at theirs just because it's like all my stuff's there right now. Well, because I guess when I say we live in the same apartment complex, it's like a little bit of like a loose live, because it's like that was the apartment complex I did live in before, you know, I got evicted. Womp womp. Yeah, I told you about the eviction. It's like honestly old news. Yeah, it was like, well, remember how they like tried to raise the rent, and I was like, ew, don't. I can't afford that. And they were like, well, okay, what can you afford? And I was like, actually, what if you lowered the rent? And they were like, fine, just because, like, you know, like, my unit that I'm in had all those, like, burglaries. I told you about the burglaries, right? Yeah, I mean, it was, like, barely a burglary. Like, they took, like, the important stuff, but, like, it wasn't mine, it was my roommate's, and, like, by my roommate, it was, I mean, like, that roommate I found off Craigslist, and they, like, were a flight attendant, and, like, lived there, like, basically, like, never, so it was, like, having my own place, but they were, like, still paying rent, and, like, having me, like, basically store their stuff. Well, like, it was all their stuff, because, like, I was there when the burglar showed up, which was, you know, scary. Like, I went through a lot, and I was like, oh no, like, my stuff's garbage, but, like, I'll show you Kelly's. And then, like, I gave them Kelly's stuff, and then, like, they took it, and then they also pawned a few things, and, like, I went with them to the pawn shop, and, like, we, like, kind of split it, because I was like, oh, I know the pawn shop guy, so, like, I think I can get us a good deal. Yeah, that burglary. Yeah, anyway. So after that, and then also that, the burglaries, and then Kelly moved out, and since Kelly moved out, like, my dishes are just, like, piling, like, there's, like, gross gunk in the sink, the dishes are, like, piling up, and it's, like, I'm pretty sure I had, like, at least one other roommate on the, like, thing, like, I thought they were also a flight attendant, so I figured they'd come back, and then, like, the floors got nasty, and, like, all of this stuff. Oh, this is soothing. This is fun. Anyway, so, like, floors were getting nasty, and, like, the carpet started kind of, like, it, like, got so nasty, it, like, I don't know, like, kind of, like, crusted. So, yeah, my landlord took one look and was like, are you gonna call rent control on me for these living conditions? I was like, rent what? And they were like, okay, we'll lower the rent just to make sure to pay it, and whatever. Like, I guess it was, like, too much of an ordeal for them to, like, clean up. So, yeah, they just let me stay. But anyway, then I, like, started my small business, and all my funds have been kind of, like, tied up into my business, you know, because it's small, it's, like, just getting off the ground, but, like, I think I'm really gonna make some, like, headway with it. But anyway, I was like, my funds are tied up in my small business, so, like, I took out, like, a little, like payday loan, to, like, kind of, like, deal with the, like, rent situation. But then I was like, wait a minute, like, these loans, those payday loans, they're, like, really predatory. Like, it's honestly so problematic, and I was like, I am not getting caught into this problematic system. I am not letting them get me like that. So basically, I, like, to pay back the payday loan, I was like, I know a guy who does day trading, and it sounds easy. So I was like, what's up with day trading? And, like, he sent me an app link, and then plus when you signed up for the app link, it would, like, they, like, gave you, like, money to start using. So I was like, I'll use this free money, and then I'll put the money into the day trading, and then like, basically use that to pay my rent. Then I can put more money into small business, and then I'm not, like, stuck in this, like, vicious cycle. So I was like, genius, going for it. And it went really, really well until I found out the, like, app I was using was actually, it wasn't a day trading app. It was like a simulating, it was like a game. It was kind of like Candy Crush, and the things I was buying to, like, earn points were actually, like, microtransactions in app. So I actually just now have, like, about, like, 100,000 like, coconut gems in this, like, weird app, but it turns out you cannot convert that to USD. So I, like, told the landlord, I was like, oh, like, my money's tied up in the market right now, I'm not very liquid, like, I have, like, I can show you, like, my coconut gems, like, I was hoping they, like, didn't, I thought they were, like, gonna get got the way, like, I got. I was like, yeah, I can pay you in coconut gems, like, I can show you my reserves, and they were like, no, we're not doing that, do you have real money? So then I was like, no, and then I tried to go back to the payday loan people, but they actually rejected me. They were like, no, you literally already owe us on one, and it's been 5 hours. I can't in good consciousness, like, give you one of these loans. And I was like, good consciousness, you work in part of this, like, evil system that, like, takes advantage of people, and, like, suddenly you have a soul. Like, I don't believe you. And then, like, basically we went back and forth. I got escorted out of the premises. So now it's like, then I, like, got, like, evicted. So, blah, didn't live in the apartment anymore, but they're, like, doing renovations, and I had, like, a spare set of keys, and I guess they, like, only changed the locks after, so sometimes I'll, like, crawl in there, and just, like, they leave the tarps out, which are, like, so smooth against your skin, so I'll just, like, crawl into the tarps, or, you know, stay with my neighbor. So yeah, and, like, I moved all my stuff in there, so I do think, like, I've told them, like, this doesn't mean anything, like, I'm, like, just getting back on my feet, but, like, I really appreciate you being there for me. Oh, like, the words I used? I guess the words that I used were, this means so much to me. I'm happy to take this step with you, and, like, I can't wait to see where this goes for us. So, yeah, they know it's, like, really cash. But yeah, so that's the living sitch. What else is going on? Oh, so, like, the love life sitch. Obviously, there's the neighbor. And, like, again, like, I'm not dating them, so it's not cheating, obviously. So, like, I've been, like, going out. Like, I'm on the apps again, but, like, you know, it's, like, I just feel like people kind of, like, see my profile and, like get, like, just, like, such a flat, like, look at, like, who I am, and it's just kind of like, like, I don't know, like, I don't feel like it's reflective. Like, I feel like people are like, oh, so you just have, like, this small business, and then they start asking a bunch of questions about it, and then they're like, that doesn't sound like a job, and then they're like, I don't know, like, I keep getting, like, literally, I was talking to this one girl, and she's, like, asking me, like, oh, what do I do for work? I'm telling her about the business, and she's, like, really prying into it, and, like, starts poking all these holes in my business plan, and I was like, girl, like, I am a businesswoman, like, I'm gonna be on Shark Tank soon, like, I clearly know what I'm doing. Do you even own a business? And she was like, oh yeah, like, well, I started on Etsy doing stickers and, like, blah 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 blah, like, I live completely off of my art now, and I, like, have all these, like, he's, like, talking about, like, multiple streams of revenue and, like, LLCs and, like, all this stuff, and I was like, you clearly, like, just, like, learned all of that off of, like, TikTok, like, you clearly don't understand what it takes to run a business, and, like, that, like, mindset, and, like, you clearly think you do, but, like, it doesn't even sound like you're your own boss. Like, it sounds like whoever this, like, LLC guy is, like, really just, like, controlling you, and, like, honestly, I was like, girl, I think you might be stuck in, like, an MLM or something. Like, this seems like a mess. And she was like, no, I'm not, and, like, and she was like, honestly, it's, like, really disrespectful of you to come at my business, like, I'm not trying to be aggressive with you, and this is all over, like, those, like, audio messages, and she's like, I thought the audio messages would kind of help, but, like, you just, like, get my tone because I'm trying to be, like, really understanding with you, and, like, she was basically screaming at me, and she's basically, like, this loud, like, on my phone, like, screaming at me, like, it's literally, like, exactly like this. She's like, hey, like, I really feel disrespected by this whole conversation. I feel like you're not like really understanding my input and like really disregarding my professional experience, and like that just doesn't work for me. Like I try to be like, she literally says I try to be open to people who like are from different financial backgrounds than me, because I feel like financial literacy is something that can be taught, as if I'm financially illiterate or anything. And she's like, so like I tried to give this a chance, but it's just too many red flags for me the way you're like approaching this, so I'm gonna stop talking to you. And then she's just like literally stopped responding, and I was like, I called her and like texted her, and I was just like, I don't know, it was so disrespectful. The whole thing was so messy, so I was just kind of like, I don't know, like I just like can't deal, you know, with these dating apps, because people just like, that was like, we'd like only met like a couple times, like I'd like gone over to her place and like used her washing machine, and like, you know, like she made me dinner, and like we like kind of chatted, and like honestly she was boring. Like all she wanted to do was like talk about like her freaking dog or whatever, or like her mom's like eczema or something. Which like she was being so dramatic about it. She was like, I don't know, like saying it was like really bad, and she was worried, and I was like, it's just eczema, like give her a rash. And then she's like, oh, and like she was so pretentious about it. She was using like the French way of saying it. She was calling it emphysema. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's like, I don't know, just like be normal, talk like a person. Like, I get it, your mom has a rash, boo-hoo. So yeah, that one was kind of a bummer. But like I joined like this like racquetball league. I've never played racquetball, and I've been in the league a while, and I still have not played, but I love, like, I've been showing up to the mixers and stuff. Sometimes you have to like, I don't know, like kind of play it up. So like I'll show up and I'll be like about to step on the thing, and I'll be like, oh, my racket broke, and then people will like try to offer to like help me, and I'll be like, no, like, you sub in, I can always find a sub, so it's fine. But I've been going to the mixers, and I met this like guy there, and he was pretty cool. I guess he's really into racquetball. He's like the president of this racquetball club, which was like honestly so convenient for me, because I had not been, like, apparently you're supposed to pay to play racquetball as an adult. Like, you should be grateful I'm even showing up to this. But yeah, so I'm supposed to pay dues or whatever, and I obviously didn't do that, because again, all of the money is tied up in coconut gems, and then the payday loan is owed. You know, it's just like there's too much going on right now, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So, you know, we started like seeing each other, I guess. Like, basically he was like, oh, I'll cover your like league thing, and like, you know, he was just like very kindly like, oh, I'll cover your league dues, you know, like help you get back on your feet. Like, he was buying my groceries for a little bit, helped me apply for some loans, like not payday loans, like real loans. I mean, I didn't take them or get any, but he did, like, I got him to make me a registered user on his like Amex, so that's been like getting me through. But so like he was nice and like very generous and like very knowledgeable. I mean, like, knowledgeable maybe is an overstatement, because he was honestly kind of just like, I don't know, yappy. And like, I don't even know if the stuff he was saying was like true. Like, supposedly he's a doctor, but I was telling him about the emphysema eczema story, and he was like, he was telling me I misunderstood, and I was like, no, you weren't there. How could you know I misunderstood if you literally weren't even there? And like, Yeah, so he was cool and stuff, and we were getting along, and then he wasn't around, or maybe he was, I don't know, like he was busy, and I was at another racquetball night, and I met this girl, and she is so freaking cute. Like, she has just like the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen, and she's like got this like soft like wave and like blonde hair, and she's like such a like very granola like outdoorsy type, like was literally wearing Tevas when I saw her at the bar. I know, which you know I am a sucker for the outdoorsy girls, so we hit it off, and you know we had like a little thing going, and then she's like, oh, I'm in town visiting my brother, like he's gonna be here for a while, why don't I take you back to his place? I was like, literally sounds perfect, because like I guess like she wasn't in the racquetball league, she was just visiting her brother who was like in it or whatever, and she was like, he's super into it, so he'll be like busy. So basically she's like, yeah, my brother's like really into this, so he's gonna be here for a while, plus he's got this like girlfriend, and sorry, the candle went out, I guess we used it all. Whatever. It smells so good, right? Yeah, I knew you'd love it. Anyway, she's like, yeah, my brother's been like seeing this girl, he's never been to her place before, but he was gonna be like kind of use me being there as an excuse, because she kept like saying she had like a good setup, but like honestly this girl sounds so suspicious, which there will be a plot twist. So anyway, she says he's probably gonna stay over at his girlfriend's, so like we probably have the place all to ourselves, and like she orders us an Uber, and like we head back to her brother's place, and we get there, it's the guy I'd been seeing. First of all, he thought I was his girlfriend. Ew. Second of all, he was being suspicious about me not having a place, which is like crazy, like technically true, but like I just like don't, like it's ridiculous that he wasn't like trusting me at all. And then third of all, they're adult male female twins, literally. Like, isn't that disgusting? Like, grow up, you can't be adult boy girl twins. Like, so yeah, it like we still like, you know, hung out and stuff, and then like I just kind of like bailed before her brother got like before the guy got home. Like I like kind of before he got home, we were hanging out on the couch, and then she would like, my phone was blowing up, and she like saw that it was her brother who was calling me, and she was like, what? And then like, you know, I like, you know, started using some of my stuff, and she kind of like put two and two together, and then she was like yelling at me or like whatever, like saying that I was so rude and ungrateful, and also like how like she said it was slimy, that like I didn't like, I don't know, she said it was like slimy, that like I like went through with it, and I was like, we came here to do what we were gonna do, like I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so she's yelling at me, and then she called her brother, and I was like, I have like so much stuff gathered around this apartment, what am I gonna do? So I just like grabbed my stuff and like, you know, sprinted out of there. So you know, it was like kind of a bummer, kind of, I mean, like honestly not even, like pretty good night, got a free Uber, like she was super cute, he was super cute, but obviously very clingy, calling me his girlfriend when I'd only been like living with him for like a month or whatever. So like, I don't know, I think it is so nice to not be dealing with that family tree anymore. Plus they're all like super snooty, like he's like, I told you, a doctor, and she's like an economist or something, I don't know, she like said she has like a bunch of math degrees or whatever, and it's like, okay, I have a BFA, well, not a BFA because I didn't finish it, but I started a BFA, and it's not my fault. The college I was attending lost its accreditation like midway through my degree. I mean, Midway being like, okay, yeah, it was a scam college, but like still, like that's not my fault, and I would have like all the fancy degrees she has, like if that hadn't happened to me. And it's like, I think if people were like a little more understanding of the kind of stuff I've been through, like then it would be fine. So yeah, but that's basically it. So yeah, I'll be staying with the neighbor a little bit. Love life, other than that, pretty boring, pretty dry. Try to focus on me right now. What else? Oh, the business. Yeah, I was gonna tell you, because like when I was saying, like, you know how Kim Kardashian was like, get up and work, and like when we heard her say that, we were like, this lady has no idea what it's like to be a real person. Like, she's so like one track mind, has no idea like what it's like living in America, you know. Well, now that I am a small business owner, I kind of like finally understand, because like I've told you about the business, right? You know. Well, so it's like basically like I like am like in charge, and I'm like my own boss, and like I have like a boss who like I follow like the, like, it's not even like a boss, it's like I'm my own boss. I am a girl boss, girly boss boots my own thing. And then I have like a mentor who's like running a similar business as me, and like helped me get like in contact with like supply chains and stuff. And like basically like she just like really just got me going. So like I am like there's like a small fee, because like we're like combining two businesses basically. Like there's her business and then there's my business, and they're two separate things, but you don't have to do any of the like LLC stuff that like all those MLMs make you do and stuff. It's just like I pay her a fee to like merge my business with hers, and then like she gets like a percentage of everything I do, and in like and then like the fee that I pay to her, the like business merging fee, like basically makes it so like I have access to a supplier at all times. You know, I get looped in on like all these cool emails. There's like kind of like a bunch of like cohorts of people who like business share like this, and then like in order to like keep the machine kind of like thriving, like make sure all of our businesses are doing good, like there's different like incentives. So like if I hit like a certain quota, like I get like a sticker, and like it like sounds like some people have even gotten like, you know, like a new car, like if you do really good, which like I'm just starting out, but I do foresee the new car coming my way. Yeah, so like what I basically do is like the supply stuff is like it's Temu. Like I send out like Temu links to people, and I leave Temu reviews, and then I like do parties with like, sometimes I'll cultivate my own merch selection right off of Temu, and then I'll like go around and like kind of like be a personal shopper for people, but like it's like before they like know I'm their personal shopper, so I'm like cultivating like really important items and like creating buzz around them and stuff. So yeah, it's like, you know, kind of like communications it's like very creative, because I'm like making my own like making decisions about like I'm curating styles and items that I think are like speak to the public. It's very like people centered, yeah, and I get to like be part of this like really amazing community, and it's like so great to like get to like know like other female entrepreneurs. Like the mentorship is just so amazing, and it's like I've been working really hard, and that's where it goes back to the Kim Kardashian thing, because it's like I've been working really hard to kind of like, you know, not only like cultivate really awesome items and like sell them, but like I also feel like, you know, if I like bring in more people, like if I find and source more female entrepreneurs and like get them involved, like that would like super mega boost like the profits I'm making, because like basically they would be renting their share of like, you know, market share from me. Like I would become their mentor and like get paid for their mentor, like to mentor them. And like, you know, I just feel like I have like the selling part is going like okay. Like I sold some earrings last week, like a couple of my reviews have been like put at like the top review spot on Temu, so like I get like 0.0001% of all sales that come from a customer who's viewed my review, and like I'm the top review on like so many listings right now, so like I'm making so much money. Like it's like you buy a $2 pair of earrings, and then if 1,000 people do that, I get a penny, and like they're very popular, so I will, you know, be raking it in soon once the like those like really hit. So yeah, I just feel like I'm really good at that, and I have like a lot to offer. So yeah, basically I'm trying to find young female entrepreneurs, and that's where I like started being like, whoa, Kim was really on to something, because like I've been like sitting down with different girls. I went to like a couple colleges. I like have like reached out to some girls like in the my past who I feel like would be interested in this stuff, and they're all saying like they're not interested, and I'm like, I am like basically like handing you like income for life, like a new lifestyle. It's like no one just like wants to put themselves out there and work, and it's like honestly so embarrassing. And I really get Kim, which like if you're interested at all, like no pressure. I know you have like what you have, the like school thing or the job thing or the 2 jobs, and then your mom and she's not the Expo mom. But yeah, I know you're like super busy, but like if you are at all interested, let me know, because it's like life changing. No, it's not enough. No, it's not. I think you're not getting the vision here, and that's fine. I just think like if you wanted to apply yourself a little more, like I know you do like all this stuff, and then like, are you still volunteering and stuff? Yeah, like that's cool and all, but it's just like, what has volunteering ever done for you? So like I know you're training a bunch of visually impaired dogs to like, I don't know, like eat or whatever, or do whatever a visually impaired dog needs to do, but it's just kind of like, you know, like what's the point? Like, are the visually impaired dogs paying you? No. Are the visually impaired dogs like giving you food or shelter? No. Like, like what have they even done for you? Like, can a visually impaired dog even like, you know, tag you on TikTok or like Instagram and like a I love you post? Like, what is the point? They don't even speak English, they're just dogs. So it's like, I don't get what, like, if you spent the time you were wasting on the visually impaired dogs on yourself and on like upping your money, getting your cash up, then like, I don't know, I think your life would be better, and then you could probably afford to have your own dog that could probably even see. So whatever, I just feel like you don't get me. This is taking forever. Like, look at that, I like barely have the top. I'm like so bored. Like, you're great, but this is boring. Can I be done? Yeah. Okay, well, it was so good to see you. Where's my phone? Can I borrow yours? Yeah, where is it? Thank you. I'm gonna call my neighbor to come pick me up. Do you have, I said I was like running to the grocery store, so do you mind if I just go to the fridge and just like root around in there? You are such a doll. I love you so much. I'm so glad we got to spend this time together. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah. Bye.